Okay, we are live. So just confirm me whether the audio and video is clear. Just confirm me whether the audio and video is clear. After that, very good evening to everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. Just okay, just confirm me whether the video and audio is clear. Let me verify. Let me verify. Okay. We have 9 people here. We'll just wait. We have 11 people here. I'll just wait for everyone to join. We'll start in a minute. Yeah, you're audible and visible. I'm not visible. My screen is visible. I hope everyone is doing good. Hi, Swati. Hi, Time Pass Boy. Hi, Gaming Baba. Hi, Java Academy. Yeah, same. Yes. Okay, the stream is healthy. We are good to go. We'll just wait for 30 more seconds and we'll start. So, how's life going, everyone? Is everything good? Attendance, Lilith. Why you guys spam attendance? There's no need for that. Okay, as you all know that we'll only share the link after the completion of the class. Okay, we are good to go. Good evening, Lilith. Good evening, everyone. So we'll start the session now. So, STP and EtherChannel. Before that, I would love, I want to ask you guys that are we clear with the yesterday's session? Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. Are we clear with that? Are we clear with that? VLAN and all. Everyone, I'm asking everyone that are we clear with that session? Yes, sir. Okay, perfect. We are good to go. Okay, so I've already told you what is STP. Now we'll just read in deep about the STP. Okay, so I'll just right, Scully draw. I've taught you guys here about the STP thing. I guess this is the GONT common questions. Okay, this is about the IP address. Octet. No. Okay, so we have covered the STP and all the scenarios. Okay, now we'll start the session. STP and Ether channel. Okay, yeah, before that, just confirm me. Like, I would love to know, do you guys have any idea about unmanaged switch and managed switch. Do you guys know what is a managed switch and what is unmanaged switch? Managed versus unmanaged. Hello Sudarshan, hello Gunjan, hello Lalit, hello Darshan, hello Rishabh, hello Sohani, hello Aniket, hello Harsh, hello Grizzly Bear, hello Trinesh. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, we have 28 people here. A very good evening to you all. Please let me know what is unmanaged switch and what is managed switch. Please comment down whether you guys know or not. If you know, please write down the answer. If no, please comment no. आप कैसे बढ़िया एकदम. Darshan says unmanaged switches are plug and play devices with no configuration options or management interfaces, and managed switches offer a full control configuration and monitoring capabilities for network admin. Perfect. It provides securities and no, okay, no idea. Perfect. No problem, Aniket. So let me just tell you, there are two type of switches. Basically, there are different type of switches. Like we have hundreds of varieties. Okay, what kind of switch you need? DC, AC, whatever. Okay, hundreds of options. A lot of options. So one of them is unmanaged and managed. Unmanaged means switches, they are like basically we cannot configure them actually. Okay, they are like as Darshan said, they are plug and play devices. Okay, and there's no management interfaces and all. And for the managed switch, it gives you full control so that you can adjust the configurations, you can monitor everything. So it is basically perfect situation to situation. Okay, unmanaged is for our home, managed for enterprises. Perfect. Managed switch जैसे VLAN. Okay, yeah, Rishabh, just tell me, can you set up a VLAN in unmanaged switch? Can you set up a VLAN in unmanaged switch? And I'm asking everyone, can you set up a VLAN? Karan Kashyap says attendance, brother. Please don't spam attendance. Okay, nope, perfect. So, okay. Part one is spanning tree protocol, STP. Okay. Now I'll just show you the Cisco Packet Tracer. अरे अटेंडेंस गाइस, अटेंडेंस एंड में होती है ना, क्लास के पहले थोड़ी होती है. You guys are crazy यार. Okay. So here's a switch and spanning tree protocol. Okay. So I'll just check if we have allotted IP or not. Okay. Okay, everything is fine. Now I'll just click on the simulation. I'll just zoom this. Okay. Now I'll just do this thing. I'll turn the simulation on. Now you can see there's STP, 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 STP. Okay. I'll reset this and see again. Okay. See it again. How it works. Check. You'll understand the working. Just check this out. The last device, the add device, where the packet is. check how STP is working. Okay. Now then I'll teach you what is STP. Okay. This was the basic simulation. Now we'll understand the STP. STP, the full form is Spanning Tree Protocol. Spanning Tree Protocol. It basically prevent the network loops. It basically prevent the network loops. So what is the problem? The problem. The problem is loops. Basically, multiple path between switches. Ethernet has no loop detection, as you all know, and loop can cause a network failure. This is a thing basically. This is why we like this is the working, or we can say this is the thing about the STP, a spanning tree protocol. Basically prevent the loops in the switch. Okay, multiple paths between the this is the problem. And what happens in the loop basically, as you can read here, there are duplicate frames, there's a broadcast storm, there's a MAC address table instability. So this is what happens in a loop. This is what happens in a loop. Okay. Broadcast storms, MAC address table instability, and duplicate frames. Now, the main thing. What is STP? STP stands for Spanning Tree Protocol, and it is basically a layer 2 protocol. And I hope we are clear with this thing, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, whatever it is. Now, it prevents loops by blocking the ports. It prevents loops by blocking the ports. It prevents loops. Now we understood the working of the STP. Basically, it prevents the loops. Got it? Now, so in bigger picture, how STP works. STP basically selects one root bridge. Now, do you guys know what is a root bridge? Please comment down if you know what is a root bridge. VLAN managed में होता है, ठीक है? Calculates best path. Okay. Blocks redundant links. Please let me know what is root bridge. Do you guys have an idea? What is a root bridge? Okay, so let me just tell you one thing, the working or why we are reading the STP. Okay, so the simple thing is, as till now we have, like we know how can we connect a switch, right? We are aware that how can we connect a switch. Now, in this concept, we will be learning how switch protects the network. Alright, this is why we'll be covering the STP. How switch protects the network. So I've already given you the problem. What was the problem and what happens in that problem? What is STP? Okay, and how it works. The bigger picture. I can give you one more example for the better understanding. Okay, the problem. If we talk about the problem, so just think that if we have two switches and they are connected with more than one cable. If we have two switches and they are connected with more than one cable. So data can circulate forever, right? Data can circulate forever. There's no stoppage actually, right? So this is the problem. Now, what happens in a loop? Basically, you can read this thing, or if you are not clear with this thing, so we can say to like we just broadcast the packets, so they just keep multiplying, 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 and there's no end. There's a loop. Loop होता है ना हर चीज का loop बन रहा है बार बार. So it just broadcasts the packets and they keep multiplying and there's no end. They just never die. So there's one more thing that loop can kill the network. Loop can kill. Loop can kill the network. Loop can completely shut the network down. ठीक है? Now, we understood that what is STP. So here are some points. STP basically does not remove the physical cables. We are not talking that STP would cable ही हटा देगा, but it disables the extra path logically. It disables the extra path logically. We'll understand that thing, how the STP is working in the practical format. So don't worry. Now, in the bigger picture, if we still talk about this, so basically network जो होता है, that becomes a tree structure. We understand the tree structure, right? So it becomes a tree structure and there's no cycle. So there's no loop. There's a complete structure of a tree so that they just make the things easy for their customer or for their user. Okay. So this is the bigger picture. Now I was asking you all that what is a root bridge? Ensure network stability. Root bridge is the central switch in the STP network that serves as a reference point from path calculations. Root bridge works as both as a router and a bridge. If traffic is same for network, it acts as a bridge, and if different, it acts as a router. Okay, good. So next slide is root bridge. What is root bridge? Root bridge is basically main reference switch. We have just a second. Yeah, main reference bridge, and we have the lowest bridge ID that wins. Okay, we'll understand this thing. Don't worry. And bridge ID, what is bridge ID? Bridge ID is basically priority. The priority is given and the MAC address. Priority plus MAC address. So basically, if we tie the this root bridge, na, so we can say that lowest priority wins. If we tie, so lowest MAC wins basically. The lowest MAC that wins every time. And think root bridge as a boss switch. Boss. Switches ka boss. Okay. The boss switch. This is the basic understanding for the root bridge. Oh, sorry, I thought. Acha, no. Root bridge. It was root bridge. Okay. So are we clear with this thing? Are we clear with this thing? The basic understanding. Are we clear with the basic understanding for this thing? Are we clear? Please comment down. Clear, clear, clear. If you're clear. Are we clear with this thing? Yes. We'll understand these concepts again in the practical part, so you guys don't have to worry. Just basically understand what is STP. That's it. The basic understanding. That's it. And I've already given you the understanding. So STP, basically preventing the network loops. This is what we understood about the STP. Now, clear? Okay. STP port roles. STP port roles. Now, I'll just show you one thing. Okay. So, there are some, we can say there are some, think it like a gate. Okay. There are some gates. Gate number one is root port. Gate number two is designated port. Gate number three is blocking port. Okay. Root port is basically best path to route, best path to go. Think it like a path. So root port is basically a best path to go. Designated port, it is basically, it is allowed to forward. Okay. The designated port is allowed to forward the things, designated things. Blocking port, it is basically to stop the loop. We have three things: the spanning tree protocol, port roles, the roles of the ports, root port, designated port, and blocking port. Three things we have, and the states, which everything is a state, na, on, off, something like that. So the states of the port can be blocking, it can be listening, it can be learning, it can be forwarding. Okay. So port just slowly moves to the forwarding to avoid the loop. That's it. We have three things here: root, designated, and blocking. And we have four things in the state that says blocking. The blocking state, where the traffic has been blocked, listening, learning, and forwarding. Can you guys tell me what is learning? Like, what is this? Can you repeat root bridge? Root bridge is like a boss switch. I'll just show you a practical. So don't worry, Shruti, and there's one more guy. Okay, Satteja. Don't worry. I'll just show you a practical, so you'll understand it better. Okay, are we clear with this thing? Then we'll move to the practical part. Are we clear with this thing? Root port, तीन ports होते हैं. We just understand the porting. Like we have named them: root, designated, blocking. Then the states of the ports. Like there's a state for everyone. Na? Like I'm walking, so the state is walking. I'm just standing still. Okay, so the state has changed. I'm running, so the state has changed. Okay, something like that. So there are some STP port states. Guys, please do not comment down attendance. Please, else I'll block you from the commenting. Okay, are we clear? Just please comment down if you're clear or not. Please comment down we are clear or not. Please comment down if you are clear or not. One student says clear. Everyone else? Yes, sir. Go ahead. Okay, perfect. So I'll just move to the practical part here. Now, For example, I'll take a switch. Okay, switch. I'll take a switch. I'll take a second switch. We have two switches. Clear this thing. I'll set the connections. Okay. We have two switches here. I'll connect them with each other. Okay. Just see the thing. Okay. What happens? Just see the thing and start. Just see. We'll just have to wait. And also check this thing out, how this is working. Okay. So देखो, अभी what happened here was we have two switches connected, two cables connected. ठीक है. I'll do a topology. Just a second. I'll add the PCs too. Uh, okay, to just make you understand the topology. Okay. Okay. There you go. The switches are connected. Let's see. Now, what I'll do here is I'll just show you two differences. Okay. So I'll just disable the STP. Okay, you can't, just don't do this thing in your real network. This is just for the demonstration purpose. Okay. As you can see, there's no loop. Okay, there's no loop happening right now. As you can see, now to just see the effect of STP, I'll just have to create a loop. And what I'll do here is I'll just add one more cable. Check this out. I'll start this thing. Check. We have switch 1, we have switch 2 connected with two links. Basically, this is a layer 2 loop happening here. Okay. Now, here what is happening here is the STP that saved the switch from, like, STP is basically detecting the loop. So the one port that goes in the blocking form, as you can see here, the one port that goes in the blocking form. So there will be no communication. Okay. And there's only one port which is remaining right now. So there's only one active path, I can say, and we can say the network is stable, right? Now I'll show you one thing. For example, I'll open the CLI. I'll hit enter. I'll hit show spanning dash T. Now you can see here the root ID, the priority. You can see spanning is enabled. You can see. I actually can't zoom this thing. Sorry for that. Okay, check this now. Spanning tree enabled. It is enabled the priority, the address, root ID, the bridge ID. ठीक है? and the state of the interfaces we have. Okay, so the command was show space spanning dash tree. Now we'll just do the actual demo here. So for that, what I'll do here is I'll just show you on this switch. It will be, for example, show spanning dash tree. Okay, you can see the the role here. You can just check the state. I actually can't zoom this thing, but what I'll do here is I'll just copy this thing and paste it in your comment box, and you can understand which port is blocked and which is not. Right? ज़्यादा हो गया. Just a second. Okay, ये पूरा copy नहीं हुआ. Sorry for that. But you can understand that the state is blocked. Or if this thing is clearly visible to you, then you can check this thing out that the state is one state is forwarded and one is blocked. Why this happened? Anyone? Why this thing happened? To save the switch from network failure. FWD BLK, the state. And we have just seen the switch 2. I'll click on this one. And as you can see, this is learning. Okay, we understand the states, right? We have understood the states, learning, forward, block. Okay, so are we clear with this thing? Are we clear with this thing? Then what I'll do here is I'll just turn the STP off and then show you what happens. Are you guys ready for that? To understand the difference of, to understand the thing, what STP is. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? Please comment down if we are good to go. Yes, sir. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll just clear this thing out. Now I'll just hit the command. The command is enable enter. Now what I'll do here, I'll just stop the STP. Okay. How can you stop this STP? Just hit enable, then hit configure. We just have to configure the settings. Configure the terminal. Okay. Now I'll hit no spanning dash tree. I'll just try if one works. Okay. And I'll just exit this thing. Now I'll just have to do the same thing on the. Mm, Okay, so I'll hit the same command that says enable, enable, enable. Then I'll hit configure the terminal. Okay. Now I'll hit no spanning dash tree VLAN 1. Okay. Now you can see the state. Both are up. Now I'll just start the thing and you'll just see the difference. Okay. Okay. So you can just see the difference if the STP is turned off. Now immediately what happens here is both the links become the forwarding. Now we'll just check if the links are forwarding or not. Okay. So I'll simply open this and I'll just hit the command we used before, that is show spanning tree. I'll just hit enter and I'll just paste this command. I'll hit enter. Okay, there's no spanning tree instant exist. As you can see, we have turned the interface off. So the loop has started, right? Are we clear with this thing? That why are we using STP to protect our network? So what happens here is basically both the links become forwarding. Okay, both the links become forwarding and frames जो है they start looping again and again and again. So there's a broadcast from begins here. And here you can see the simulation, how the packet floods. So the problem here is the network becomes slow, the network freezes sometime. So this is why STP exists. Are we clear? So basically the sequence was if there was one cable, okay, if there was one single cable, everything was working fine, nothing happens. If there are two cables, so the STP blocks one cable and everything is again fine. Now, if we disable the STP, the chaos begins. As simple as that. Now, uh, to just start the STP again, what you can do here is just click here and hit enter. I'll just use the command spanning tree. Let's see if that works. Translating spanning tree. अरे my God. Okay. For just a second, I'll have to check this out. Okay, for example, I'll just hit spanning. What happened to my keyboard? Okay. Configure the terminal. And now I'll type spanning dash tree VLAN 1. Okay. And we have started as you can see, the blocking started. I'll hit configure the terminal. Now, to start, for to stop, we just wrote no before this command. Okay, that is how we just stop this thing, and boom, all set. Okay, so now you can again just type the command show spanning tree to just check the status, which route has been stopped and which is working, which has been blocked and which is in the forwarded state. As simple as that. So basically, there's no loop, there's no problem. So without STP, it's a disaster. Are we clear? Basically, because of looping, it floods the network. We use STP to block the flooding and save the network. Perfect. 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 I agree with you. Hmm. Okay, we have 30 people here. We are good to go. Are we clear with this thing? Are we clear with this thing? Please comment down if you're clear with this thing. And if you have just like understood the STP, please give us a thumbs up. We have 30 people here, 28 people here, and 7 likes. So I request everyone to give us a Thumbs up, a like, just a like. It's not paid. Correct, Slime. The network might be crowded if looped continuously. Correct. Everyone, Aniket, Lilith, we had our that girl Shruti and one more guy, our girl Teja. Are we clear? Like, are we done with this thing? We understood what is STP. We did a practical, right? Are we clear? Please comment down clear, clear, clear. So then we'll move forward to the next thing we have. Okay, Shruti, clear, perfect. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, let's go ahead. Now, just you guys have noticed one thing. The moment I started the thing, the two routers, two cables concept, right? The moment I started this thing, what happened? The STP was already enabled, right? The STP was enabled, right? By default. So this is a safety feature. You guys must know there's a like we the buildings have a safety locks, not locks, but I mean safety sprays, water that what we call them, water sprays or whatever they are. So whenever the fire begins, there's a you can say that there's a you guys have understood, I hope. Okay, so that basically it has a safety feature. It prevents the accidental loops. It is a safety feature. It prevents the accidental loops. It requires an enterprise network and not in a home network because that's not that big. Do you guys know a reason why we don't need a STP thing in the home network? Because the traffic is quite less. Okay. So now we have understood what is STP, how it works, why, what is the problem, and what was the solution. Okay, and why the solution is enabled by default. Done, done. Now let's move further. The summary is loops are dangerous. It prevents the loops. One active path, other blocked. As simple as that. You can, if someone asks you what is STP, you can say these simple points. As loops are dangerous, it prevents the loops, and there's only one active path, and other paths are blocked. As simple as that. Are we clear? Are we clear with this thing? Can we move further? Can we move further? I want everyone to please comment down if we are clear. We have 29 people here. I request everyone to please give us a thumbs up, give us a like. We just have 13 likes. So please give us a like and we'll move further. Next, next, next. Clear? Okay, perfect. The problem with the STP, the problem with the STP, it just blocks the links, and the bandwidth is wasted. You guys have must noticed this thing, right? You guys have must notice this thing that from the day one we connected the switches. It just randomly sends the STP to everyone. It just send the STP to everyone, right? So there's a wastage of bandwidth, the resource, right? So this is the problem with the STP. Now let's move to the part two that says Ether channel. Are we clear with this thing? Ether channel. Ether channel. Okay, so the question is, what is Ether channel? Any idea? Darshan, Aniket, Ankit, Diksha, anyone? Any idea? Satija, Shruti, Grizzly, Bear, Slime, Krishna, anyone? Lilith, any idea? Load balancing? Sudarshan? Okay. Sudarshan says that Ether channel is basically a load balancing concept. A port aggression technology primarily used in Cisco switches that bundles multiple physical Ethernet links into a single logical link. Higher the bandwidth. Anyone else? Diksha, Sateja, Darshan. Ether channel is a port link aggression technology used primarily in the Cisco switches. Perfect. Okay. So let's move further. What is Ether switch? I mean Ether channel. What is Ether channel? So it basically bundles multiple links, basically multiple connections into one logical channel or one logical connection. Basically, there's a switch, there's some multiple connections happening here, and we just connect logically to a single link. Connect multiple devices into one. It is used to combine multiple physical Ethernet into one logical link. Okay. And STP sees it as one port. We'll also do the practical for this thing. So let's quickly understand the theoretical part and then move to the practical for your better understanding. Okay, so what is Ether channel? It basically, the simple concept here is to just, there are some multiple links happening here. So we just convert all these links logically to a single link. That's it. This is a simple concept about the Ether channel. And STP जो है that sees it as a one port because it is a single link. Okay. Why it is used? More bandwidth, redundancy, and there's no STP blocking. Why it is used? There's more bandwidth. There's channel is basically multiple cables acting as one big cable. Okay. And why it is used? So because, for example, we have 10 cables connected to this and one single cable further. Basically, we are talking about the logical link. So, what if one cable fails? The traffic continues. Correct? More the bandwidth, more the redundancy. And I hope everyone understands the word redundancy. And there's no STP blocking because the STP counts it as a one port, one single port. I mean, yeah. Okay, next thing is how it works. How it works. The working. Well, basically load balancing, basically one logical interface, basically combines the links. It just combines the links into one logical interface and it also does the load balancing part. I hope everyone understood what is this, why it is used, how it works. Are we clear? Now there's something quite important for your CCNA, the protocols, Ethernet protocols. Basically, there are some protocols as you can see on your screen. Do you guys know about these protocols? Do you guys know about these protocols? Yes. Okay. Okay, so I can say IEEE. The protocol here, LACP. Anyone protocol I know. Okay, Aniket, what is IEEE? What is IEEE standard protocol according to you? What do you understand by this thing? What do you understand? No one. Okay, so I'll just tell you, just do a research on these protocols. Just take a screenshot, or I'll just share the PPT with you also. You can just do this thing later. The PAPG, this thing, the LACP it is like it is very common, and it is a vendor neutral protocol. Okay, so I've just given you a tip or whatever you can say. So just research or just make a short description and drop in the group. What are these protocols about? Okay. You can even do the chat GPT thing. You can even do some research from the websites. You can read some articles and understand the technology behind these things and where they are used. It's completely on you. I think it says the global standard body that defines technical specifications for Ethernet, Wi-Fi, bridging, ensuring, okay, Cisco and other devices. Link aggregation control protocol is an IEEE to bundle multiple Ethernet link into a single logical. Okay, perfect. Okay, some of you guys know about these protocols and some are not. No problem. No problem, no problem. Just do your own research. Now, the last thing we have is the difference between this. The difference between this. It's quite easy. So, comment down. If you know, I've told you the Ether channel. What is that? I've told you what is STP. So, can you just give me a basic difference or a point difference? Okay, so no problem. I'll just tell you. STP blocks the links, right? Ether channel uses the links and both work together. Also, the Ether channel it prevents the STP from blocking. Blocking. Ether channel uses all the links, right? And it prevents STP from blocking. Ether channel link aggression binds multiple physical links into one logical link to to increase bandwidth and provide high speed redundancy. Conservatively, STP prevents loop by. STP is a STP is a loop prevention protocol that blocks, okay, toward switching loop. Blocking redundancy, physical links, ensuring only one path is active. Physical link logical increase bandwidth and provide redundancy without relying on the STP to block the perfect. Darshan, good Aniket, good slime. STP prevents loop and ether channel bundles multiple links. Okay, perfect guys. So we have just understood the basic difference of the STP blocking link. Ethernet channel uses those links and both work together. Okay, so now we'll just quickly move to the practical demo. What to do here is we'll just I'll just remove this thing. I'll just remove everything. Okay, the slide is empty. Now what I'll do here is I'll just hit switch EtherChannel has all physical links to be active, improving performance. Okay. It runs a logical EtherChannel interface. Port channel 1, individual physical links. Okay. So we'll add two switches here. One, two. And we'll add two links between them. One and okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just place this switch here. Okay. I mean, yeah, please. Okay. So switch one, switch two, connected with two links. Now we'll just configure the Ethers channel. Anyone know? Anyone know what is Ether channel? I mean, how to set that thing up? Anyone know? What should I do next? Like, how can I set up this thing? No, sir. No problem. Okay. So, no problem. Okay. We have two switches, two cables connected to the switch. Same switch. Okay. Now I'll just check the interfaces. For that, I'll just use a command enable and I'll hit show interfaces status. They are connected FA01 and FA1. Okay, fast Ethernet. Okay, so these things are connected and both are full duplex and we have the same speed for both the connections. Okay, one more thing I would like to tell you that the duplex should be same, the speed should be same, basically everything should be same to just perform this thing. Okay, now both the things are connected. We have like right now we can see this just blocks everything, right? You can just check. Okay, I've started this and this is the basic behavior or default behavior by the switch. You can even just hit the command and check whether whether which connection was blocked. No, I'll do one thing. I'll just use some commands here to enable configure the terminal. Okay, I'll configure the terminal for the switch range that is that we saw that was I guess SA0. 1/1 to 2. Interface range not wait, 1 2. What was the interface range? Was FA 1 to 1. Okay, got it. So it goes like interface range. Well, let's check whether the interface FA0/1. Okay, I'll then try the channel hyphen group 1. I'll just hit the mode active. I'll give you the commands. It says FA0/1 is suspended. LACP, the protocol which we were talking about, it is commonly used. Currently not enabled on a remote port. Okay, I'll just exit this configuration. Now I'll again hit the interface for the FA1/1. The second thing we have channel hyphen group mode active. We are just talking about the basically both the ports here. Exit this thing. Now I'll do the same thing on the switch 2. We have this one. I'll hit enter. I'll hit enable. I'll hit show. Show the configure the terminal. I'll give you the commands in your application, so don't worry. FA0/1 and it will be channel group 1 mode active. Okay, I'll exit this thing. I'll again hit interface FA1/1 channel. You can even see the simulation on the right side. There are some like LACP protocol is working, right? Mode active, and I'll exit this. Okay, that's it. This is how the Ether channel will form. Now, we'll just verify. I'll just try to hit show Ether channel summary. Okay, sorry. I'll have to come out. I'll hit show Ether channel summary. Okay. Now you can see here PO1. You can see the protocol LACP, the port channel basically one, the protocol LACP, and the port that is FA01 and 1. 1/1. They are bundled here. And one more thing, that is this, the SU. SU is basically success. Now, in the like, if we talk about the clear thing here, if we just talk about the working, the clear thing here. So the clear thing here is in real we just use the Cisco switches. We for that we just use a interface range, and in Packet Tracer it might sometime configure those one by one as we did it one by one na. So real if there's a real situation, so we can just use it in one go. We can just use the range /1/2 and we are good to go. And we can also hit the command like show interfaces port /channel 1. There you go. It has port channel is up and there's some extra information. So it creates a logical interface. And now STP only sees one link. The STP only sees one link here. That's it. Okay. Now you can see that we have two different ports here. I'll just I'll just show you the simulation. Just check the simulation here. I just slow it down so that you get a better understanding. Okay. Just understand this thing. Have a look and just try to get it. Okay. Ethernet जो है, the Ether channel that does not require the same module. They just require the same speed. They require the same duplex. They require the same VLAN settings. Okay. And yeah, error is basically normal in packet tracer, so you just don't have to worry about this. And you can use the individual interface configurations. Like for the switch 3, we did a different than for switch 4, we did, switch 1 different, switch 2 different. Okay. So this is the case in a packet tracer. Okay. So this is the basic understanding of the Ether channel that we configured using the LACP. That's a protocol, and I request everyone to just I mean understand or learn about that. What is that? Ether channel. Okay, sorry. Exit Ether show Ether channel summary. Okay, I've already shown you this thing. So I can also check the behavior. For example, show spanning dash tree. Okay, so you can even see the behavior. Now, the STP that only sees one logical link, so nothing is blocked here. Okay, you can even see on your own with your own eyes, right? So this is the magic which is done by which is done by the, I mean, Ether channel. Also, I can show you the logical interfaces. I've already shown you this thing. One guy says, can you please give me a really short summary on practical? Practical. Okay. So the simple behavior was, I just took two switches. I took two cables and connected them with each other. Now, I just opened the CLI for this switch one. I use the command that says interface range, and I just mentioned the range, but it didn't work for me. Okay, so it might be possible there's a restriction for this in the Cisco Packet Tracer, and might be possible the command is wrong from my side. So anything is possible. Okay, so what I did here, I used the second command that goes. Just a second, I'll have to find that state interface terminal. Okay, so I use the command that says the interface and the channel group. We just hit the, like, we just configure that thing. Okay, we did that thing active, and you can see LACP currently not enabled on the remote port. Then it started creating the channel on port channel 1, and the status was up. Okay, now we did the same thing with the second interface, and the situation was up. Now, in the end, we can see this command. We did the same thing with the router too, with 1 and 2 both. So everything is working fine. Then we just hit the command show spanning tree to check like how STP is seeing our links. Okay. So basically what we did, we connected two cables, but there's only one logical connection. Okay. There's one single link for both of them. And I'll just give you the commands. So you can simply try this thing on your own. It's quite simple and there's no headache and all. So I'll just give you the commands with the proper understanding. So that's it. Yeah, now I'll show you one more thing, that is common mistakes. So there's some mistakes, that is speed mismatch, duplex mismatch, different VLAN configuration. So everything should be same. Now, when to use that? To STP is used to do the lab loop prevention, and Ethernet is used for the bandwidth plus redundancy. To use or to save the resources, you can use the Ether channel with the STP. Real world example is core switch to the distribution switch and multiple high speed links. Core switch to the distribution switch. Final summary: STP prevents the loop, Ether channel uses multiple links, and together they build a stable network. You guys might be thinking, yeah, STP may we had a very waste of bandwidth, right? Now I hope you got the point. K, how can you save that bandwidth? Okay, so conclusion here is STP protects the network, it strengthens the network. Okay, that's it.
खत्म बाय बाय टाटा गुड बाय गया
We're good to go. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Any questions, please let me know. I'll just drop the commands on your application so we'll get to know. No problem with the explanation. For the attendance, we'll just drop the link. Give me a second. Enjoyed the session. Thank you. Then we have to learn all. No, no, there's no need. There's no need to learn the commands. The thing is, you can do all of these things on the basically GUI, graphical user interface, but we are learning the command line so that we can I mean do all of these things easily. Okay, so I'll just pin this thing, fill the attendance. You can check the message has been pinned on the top. It is just for the understanding. Okay. Today was a good session. Thank you. We have 35 people here. I hope everyone enjoyed the session, and if not, please give us a suggestions in the group. Thank you for joining today's session. Please mark your attendance down and we are good to go. I'll end the meet in 1 or 2 minutes. I mean, I'll end the live in 1 or 2 minutes. Any questions, please comment down. Which application are you used? I use Cisco Packet Tracer. We have a proper video on that, so you can just watch in the playlist. Okay. Nice session. Thank you, Aniket. No problem. Dennis, it's Cisco Packet Tracer, CPT. So you can simply watch our previous, or you can just read the title that says Cisco Packet Tracer, CPT, and just watch that video. You'll understand the working of the CPT. There might be a chance they might ask you the command, but the more you work on the commands, you will just don't have to remember them. Okay. So it will be the part of your life. And for you ease, if you just forgot something or forget something at any time, you can simply hit a Google search or just hit the command, I mean the graphical user interface, and you are good to go. Okay. Thank you guys for joining today's session. Have a lovely night and a very good morning. Bye bye. See you soon. Sayonara.